Hello, everyone. I'm Bert Muller with Muller Films and Your Story Podcasting here in North Texas with another podcasting tip for the day or week or minute. I don't know. I help people set up podcasts. I help people set up the whole system to release your podcast, to make sure people can find your podcast. If you are not shooting a podcast, if you're not recording a weekly podcast or at least monthly podcast, you need to. If you're in business, if you have a company, if you are a representative for a company, you want to be in front of your customers and your clients. And one of the best ways to do that is a podcast. Be on a podcast. You be the person they go to as the professional in the field. Today we are talking about remote interview options. Sometimes I can't get my guest to make it into the studio. Maybe they live in another state. Maybe they don't want to sit in traffic and drive all day, and they say, can we just do remote? The answer is yes, we can. Now, I would recommend they watch video 1 and 2, let them see that so they can get the idea of how they should look as a subject on your video podcast. Remote recording options. There are many options, but there are 2 companies that I have found and have used recently and like them a lot. One is called Riverside FM. Riverside.fm. I will put a link in this video, below this video, where it can take you to sign up for a free trial. Riverside one, StreamYard is another one. Both of those are amazing in the fact that when they record, the subject being recorded, let's say Joseph in Alaska wanted to come on your show, and you wanted to have Joseph from Alaska on your show, but he didn't want to fly all the way to Dallas from Alaska. So he said, hey, can we do a remote? And the answer is yes. But Joseph says, the problem is my internet is slow here. And we're like, well, that's okay, Joseph. We'll have you on this show anyway. And I think you've all seen the videos where it goes and freezes and then picks back up. And sometimes you can understand what he was saying and you patch it together and say, oh, you were talking about seeing the moose the other day. Yeah, and you can put it together. That's great and all, but makes for bad video. The awesome thing about Riverside and StreamYard is the guest will sign in on a Google Chrome browser. You send them a link, they click on the link, they open it up, they pick their microphone, they pick their camera. Hopefully they're either by the window with a lot of light or maybe have a good softbox and a ring light and a round, and the microphone is decent. Even if they've used their Apple AirPods in their ears, which you've probably seen on the news and they interview people or ESPN or something, when they're recording people, you will see them a lot of times use those as the audio recording. If you have a good microphone and a good video setup and Joseph is telling a story and you and Dallas are interviewing him and all of a sudden he kind of glitches out, the awesome thing about Riverside and about StreamYard, as soon as he is finished doing the interview and you stop recording, thanks Joseph for your time, we stop recording. The file that was recording on his computer of his video uploads to the cloud, and I can click on that and download the raw video to my computer. And if he glitches in our call, I have the actual raw video and audio that I can edit in my computer. And the nice thing about Riverside and StreamYard, you can adjust the audio on your side. So if he's getting too loud, you can pull it down or turn him up if he's too quiet. You can actually see the audio levels to make sure you're capturing a good audio sound. And video, you can see the video too. And you can pay for certain plans to get larger resolution. If they have a 4K camera, you can capture 4K. Most 1080p is usually fine for guest recording. But if they have some laptop cameras, sometimes that's only 720p, and you can't stretch that into 1080p from their recording. You can later, but it's only going to be 720p, just stretched out. And the nice thing about Riverside and StreamYard is you can actually use those to edit your video if you need to also. You can say, hey, use AI to edit this video, and it'll cut the videos together. The problem is it's going to cut whatever the video you're sending him. If it's a webcam for your interview, that's what will be edited together. In my case, I take the audio and the video file, it's one file of Joseph, and I'll drop it into my computer program, and I'll edit that with mine. I'll cut back and forth between me and him, or several guests and him, so he's one of the guests, and we give airtime. People want to see a podcast in video. Video is the hit. Audio you can listen to also, but I would recommend. And next time, I will talk about nonlinear editing options for you. So when you are editing your piece to upload to YouTube or to X or to Instagram or to TikTok or wherever you're going to upload it, or all the other, there's Rumble, Odyssey, there's tons of places you can put your video. Facebook. See, I'm running out of things. You want to edit these. So next time I'll talk about editing. In the meantime, check out the links below for Riverside and StreamYard. Try a recording. Try a test run, recording a friend. See how it works. Play with it. And start shooting your podcast. Once again, I'm Bert. I'll see you next time for more tips, podcast tips. Bye.